happy Sunday. Welcome back to a vlog. I cannot believe that I injured myself. Oh, it's the boyfriend. Oui, allô?
Allô, j'ai rien compris, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Non, rien, il n'y avait pas d'électricité en haut et je comprenais pas. Et en fait, tu sais, comment ça s'appelle, le disjoncteur?
Oui, les disjoncteurs. Hein.
Ouais, ok. Le premier et le deuxième, c'était on. Non, pas le premier et le troisième, c'était on. Et le deuxième, c'était off. Mais je dis, ah, ça c'est les cuisines, du coup, peut-être...
Non, attends. Ils étaient tous on. S'il y en a un qui est off, c'est parce qu'il y a quelque chose qui a disjoncté. Il faut tous les mettre sur on.
Oui, et du coup, ce que j'ai fait, parce que aussi j'ai vu que mon ordinateur ne charge pas en bas, du coup, je dis, ok, c'est forcément quelque chose. Du coup, j'ai réanimé et tout marche maintenant.
Ouais, faut tout allumer. Tout était allumé, je n'avais rien éteint.
Okay, the boyfriend, I had an electrical outing, like something went out in my electrical panel, I don't really know, and it works out because he's an electrician, so like he understands everything. But you wonder why I'm kind of like forward. I'm actually not sitting down, even though it looks like I'm sitting down. I'm actually not sitting down, and that's just because the other day I fell. I am no longer in my 20s. So what had happened, and the boyfriend like doesn't want me to like, I mean, he knows I'm gonna share this, but like he feels really guilty. So what had happened is we were like roughhousing and I was like, he tickling him, and so then he picked me up. So then I'm like, oh my God. Can't do sudden movement. And I was like over his shoulder and my head was facing down. And we had done this a few weeks ago. And I was like, oh, I used to be a cheerleader. I was like, let's do moves. But then it was like the correct form. Like I started correctly, went around his shoulders, all that kind of stuff. Like I was a cheerleader, I was a flyer. Because I think I started off in a downward position, I tried to go up and then go around his shoulders. And for whatever reason, I think we both moved at the same time. He stood up more and I like slipped my leg, or I like tried to move my leg around or something. I think we moved at the same time. It all happened so quick, guys. And I literally fell from his shoulders, smack on the floor. Oh my gosh, I started screaming. I have a really sensitive body, so like even sometimes when I get like injections or if I'm sick, my whole life it's been like this, and I hit my like knee or something, I can pass out. And I actually was tested when I was like 18 or something if I had epilepsy, because when I was younger I had it. I've never gone on medicine, but my mom has it really bad and she's been on medicine her whole life. When I hit my tailbone, I was like uncontrollable. Like it hurt so freaking bad, guys. Your girl is handicapped, but I am my mother's daughter, so I am definitely like really strong. I told my mom yesterday though, I was like on the phone FaceTime with her and I was like, you are a warrior. I am not the strongest soldier. Like I will fold so quickly. I am a Libra rising. I am meant for an easy, blissful life. So it's a little bit later. I thought I would share with you guys the kitchen updates that have been done by the boyfriend. And there are some things that need to continue to be done. I feel like it's never ending, but we're really, really close. So the first thing that I'm really happy to share is the fridge. It is a built-in. I had all the appliances built in. The only appliance that's going to be showing is the oven once that's purchased. So we have the really large built-in cabinet and it goes all the way up. It's super high. And there's another cabinet there for storage. The electrical got installed inside here, which is like the coffee nook area, as well as for appliances. And down here is going to be like snacks and stuff like that. And then all the way up here, I can't see, but there is an outlet as well over there for the future microwave. And then I also had the boyfriend install the electrical here on the cabinet, since right here is going to be marble countertops. I did not want the outlets to be in the marble. He also installed the other day the dishwasher. Again, the countertops still need to be installed, but there's other stuff that needs to be done before then. and it's fully functional. It's pretty small in terms of the size, but it was, with the limitation that I have with everything, for me, I think it's totally fine. Now in terms of lighting, because as you can see, there's a lot more light. So when you first walk in, there is a little motion sensor on the floor. We're going to be fixing it somewhere. We're still testing out the placement, but it actually lights up these spots here, and they still need to be put inside the ceiling. These 3 spots here, I'm actually not super happy with them. They're pretty chrome and it feels very heavy for this space, but that also just could be because the hood is still not done. That's gonna be plastered in white and look totally different. And then we also have the banquette lighting. This, I told him he needs to bring it down further, but for now it's totally fine. They all have black finishes if you can't tell. And then these were installed in between the 2 columns, all Philips Hue. So they're all on an automatic on and off. I can adjust the settings, I can change the brightness, I can change the color, all that kind of stuff. I'm so tired, Mom.
Are you? Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm wearing my pink today.
Are you? You look good in pink though.
See, because they match.
Cute! You know what I'm going to be watching tonight? Kidnapped by Elizabeth Smart. It's now live on Netflix. Did you see it already?
I saw that. No. Mm-mm.
And then, anyways, I'm going to watch that. The boyfriend wanted me to watch People We Meet on Vacation or something. He watched it. He's so weird, Mom. He watches things in 2 times speed.
Did I already see that?
And he wanted me to watch it so we can talk about it. He says it's like, what did he say? He said it in French. Hold on. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I was like, oh, saw this. Sorry. He said it was like really.
It's called something else.
He said it was really emotional and it talks about a lot of stuff of life. And it was like really cool. And he told me to watch it. So.
My book is 5 People You Meet in Heaven.
Oh, I feel like that is going to be a movie though, no? Or it already is.
I don't know. It's an amazing book. It's my favorite book. I think I've read it like 3 times. And every time I read it, I get a different perspective of it.
Oh, I love that though. So earlier, the boyfriend told me to watch People You Meet on Vacation. I mentioned it with my mom. We were also talking about different books. I really need to get started into reading again. But I saw that Kidnapped with Elizabeth Smart. I remember this happening when I was younger. This happened, I think, in 2004. So I was really relatively young, but also old enough to know, like, this was like I remember this being a really big deal, and she ended up being found, and it was just so crazy. And so I'm like, really, I love watching these kind of documentaries. So I will say that Valentin, he is used to the boyfriend. He is really, he does not like men, much like his mama. And he's still very scared. But for them, it's like, it comes like, one moment he's like really comfortable and wants to cuddle and come on the bed with us. And he like lets him open like the door for him and stuff. And then some moment he like doesn't come to the bed and is just like avoiding us and scared. So I'll see how he reacts after the boyfriend being away for a few days, not sleeping over. You guys didn't know, I rescued Valentin, I think almost 5 years ago. 5 years ago, Valentine's Day, was like on the street. He was so skinny. I had noticed him a few months prior, and I remember talking to my boyfriend at the time, telling him like, oh my god, I think that cat like doesn't have a home. So then on Valentine's Day, we were not together, and we were like gonna get back together, and it was Valentine's Day, and he was like, do you want to go to Paris or do you want to save the cat? Like, and I'm like, what kind of question is that? I'm like, we're getting the cat. And then we ended up rescuing the cat. He put up a fight, scratched my boyfriend at the time up. And I remember telling him, I was like, do not let go of him, because if you let go of him, we will never be able to see him ever again. And he was so skinny. You could see his like spine, and like he was so skinny. Like, and it had been snowing a lot. And he's such a lover. Huh, Benita? Literally such a lover. It's perfect for his name, but that's why his name is Valentine. I also call him Valentino, but it's because I rescued him on Valentine's Day. And he's truly a lover, and he's like the best cat ever. My biggest blessing ever.